Okay, let me explain a little backstory here before I get into the rest of this video. So it's no secret that I play Fall Guys. I've made a few videos about it. I've streamed the game a few times on Twitch. I think on YouTube a little bit. I like the game. It drives me absolutely insane, and quite frankly, it makes me mad sometimes. And I was playing it the other day, and I can't even remember exactly what set of circumstances has happened. But I was playing the game and just had one of those moments where just bullshit happened in the game. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. It happens to the best of us. And, you know, I died or got eliminated or whatever happened. And in that moment, for whatever reason, that really made me mad. Mad enough to the point that I spiked my controller as hard as I could into the ground, shatter it into a million pieces. And I was like, man, why would I do that? That was so weird. Whatever, you know, it happens. It's not honestly the first time I've broken a controller playing a video game. I'd say Fall Guys has been the last two reasons I've broken a controller. I think that happened like 2 years ago or 3 years ago. Whenever the game was new, I broke a controller like 3 months into it. I don't know. There's something about Fall Guys just enrages me. Maybe it's the colorful nature of the game. Maybe it's the cutesy noises. The game I think should be easier than it is. Who knows? It makes me upset. So anyway, I break said controller, and I'm like, oh, you know what might be kind of funny is I'll you know, pick up the pieces, which was real fun, by the way, like going around my room to like pick up the pieces, which I was gonna do anyway because you have to throw the shit away. And I'm like, oh, I know, I'll make a Reddit thread and I'll post it on there and it'll be a good yuck. So then this happened. So I made this post on Reddit, probably, you know, against my better judgment. I'm like, maybe someone will get a good laugh about it. Oh boy, was I wrong. So people got really upset with me that I broke this controller, and they were not bashful about sharing this with me over and over and over in the comments. Look how many, where is it? Where the hell does it say? Oh, right here. I got 386 comments and 437 updates. But look, I got a 62% upvote rate. So yeah, people weren't happy with Kenzo in this particular post. So I don't really care about the karma and all that kind of crap. That's really irrelevant to me. Sometimes I just post some stuff on Reddit because I don't know, like, why does anyone post anything on Reddit just to like share something with someone on the internet? So I thought it'd be funny to go through this thread and just kind of read some of the comments, because I've never really done a video like this, nor have I ever really been put in a position where I'm like getting just absolutely roasted on the internet. And that's kind of what this felt like. I was like, good God, this feels like one of those, you know, roast me videos. So let's start. You know what? Maybe my anger issues aren't that bad. This next person. Exactly. I thought mine was worse, or was the worst. Oh, you thought wrong. These do be facts. I don't know how mad they were, and I hope I never have to face it. Yeah, here. I'll give you an upvote on that one. Same. I basically went through and I upvoted like every comment on here, because even the ones that were kind of mean, I was like, you know what? Y'all spent some time in here. Some of you need anger management therapy. You know, I don't think I need that, because here's the thing, like, as I go through more of the comments, you know, you'll see people talking about, oh, you need psychiatric help or therapy or get help, or, you know, stuff like that. And the thing is I'm really not an angry dude. Like, I'd say my instances of these kind of episodes are like very rare. I mean, I'm talking like once every few years I get mad to that extent, and then I typically do break something. My most common thing that I'll break over the past 20 years usually is oscillating fans. I don't know what it is about me and oscillating fans, but usually about every 5 years, 4 years on average, one of those things gets got because I have a bad day and I take it out on one of those freaking fans. If you're an oscillating fan, watch out, I'm coming for you. Now, I know some people would say, well, just that alone is not healthy. Yeah, well, sure, I suppose, but I'm not like, you know, a rage monster like what some people apparently think of me in here. If people get this anger over Fall Guys, they shouldn't be playing games in general. Fair. I understand how people get angry at other games like shooters or 2D fighters, but Fall Guys, look, I know, all right, Fall Guys, it's a fun, whimsical game of cute little bean people racing to the finish line, but that's not what it is. There's like evil in that game, man, and it taps into the core of my being, and it just makes me so mad. I literally play Fall Guys because it's the least sweaty game on my console. Then this motherfucker showed up with a broken controller. I don't know about that, man. Play solos and tell me that's not sweaty or whatever, man. That's crazy. I don't know. I can't see myself raging over Fall Guys. When I'm playing with a few of my friends, we'll jokingly say stuff we're angry. Just think of things typically a toxic player would say to an enemy in a game, except all of it is a joke because it's freaking Fall Guys. Also, I can't say I don't get angry against myself. I get hands down furious with a specific game I play. Although the worst I've done with the controller is just the joystick. How the fuck do people show up with entirely disassembled controllers? Have you played without your friends? That's the main difference. I never played this game with friends. None of my friends will play Fall Guys, so I don't know what it's like to play with friends. Let's see here. I think I had 100 hours of the game prior to playing with friends. Game was 20 bucks. No one was gonna buy it. Regardless, I played it for those 100 hours, but never completed the passes. Just played it because it was fun for the time being. I slowly fell out until season 1 came out and the game became free to play. Now my friends like the game, so I'm playing it again. Okay, great. Friends make it so much more fun, but when I played solo, it was pretty chill, not enraging, really. Is it though? I usually enrages too much playing solo most of the time because the teammates are bugs. The new skill-based matchmaking system is also a thing. Sometimes you fall for no reason, you're automatically eliminated. I still haven't broken a controller yet though. You know what? Good for you. Hey, that's true though. That skill-based matchmaking ruins solos. I will die on that hill. I mean, I've gone, come on, what the heck? I jumped. Maybe slapped the table in both joy and anger, but I've never once considered property damage. I only really get a bit angry when I'm trying to carry someone on a rare win, but that's been weeks. I don't get it. You know, that's good. Continue not getting it. These controllers aren't cheap, man. Like these things cost like 60 bucks or 70 bucks or something. So I don't recommend it. I've got a note in those what the fuck was that moment. So that was when I decided it's time to turn the game off and do something else. Give you an update there. Yeah, like who the fuck would rage to a game that's meant to be played to chill on the couch? Me. I'm that person. I mean, Pixel Painters has brought me to the point where I'll scout my teammates, and if they're clearly trolls, givers, or new players with no clue, I will just go do something else. It's better than getting pissed off to the point I want to uninstall, because that's what people in that mode are bringing to me. You know, I've only ever had one bad experience with Pixel Paint. No, two bad experiences with Pixel Painters. And actually, I had one last night because I was playing the game again, you know, with my new shiny controller that might be destined to get broken in the next few years. Yeah, I had a teammate that was just running around just like a dummy and just lighting up all the things. I'm like, buddy, what are you doing, man? So, and like, you can't talk to the people, so I don't know. Yeah, Fall Guys is really one of the chillest but still competitive game. I agree with you on that. To be frank, Fall Guys main show became really sweaty. Oh, dude, I agree with you. It is the least sweaty game until skill-based matchmaking kicks in. I also agree with that. That ain't broken. That's straight up decimated. I was thinking, I bet he played against me. Maybe, I don't know, man. I don't remember what made me so mad. Fall Guys has made me very mad before, but not enough to smash my controller. Grabbers and troll teammates get under my skin. Yeah, they're good. Hey, I'm a grabber though, so I'm the dude. I'm not the angry type myself, but why is it so hard to understand why people get angry over Fall Guys? Just because the game is colorful and looks silly, it doesn't mean the game isn't competitive. I don't understand why some people think Fall Guys is a casual game. It's simply not. It's a competition with a single winner at the end of each show. You see, this person understands. I don't know, maybe not breaking your controller kind of upset, but it's not a some of these folks in here talk about this game like it's super casual, like, oh yeah, it's a fun whimsical game. I'm like, no man, it's a freaking competitive game. Like, you play the game to freaking win. And I'm not even a competitive person, but this game, like, it brings it out of me. Yeah, so lower your standards. There's 60 people. Do you think you'll win every game? Yes. Up, dude. I don't think it's that I don't know that as a competitive game, it most definitely can be. I just assume, like, compared to a lot of other game genres, at least to me anyway, every game can be competitive somehow. You know, that's true. I've had people that play, or friends that play any game, and God, man, if they're not winning, they're like, y'all think me breaking a controller is like unhealthy? It can definitely be a frustrating game, but it's never made me angry. Well, good for you. You obviously haven't had teammates in Pixel Painter. Even in shooters, if I get killed, I just scream at my pillow, then I start to laugh. I mean, yeah, I've definitely screamed into a pillow before. OP must not play Escape from Tarkov. I don't know what that is. Is that a shooter game? I actually don't know what that game is. Or Dark Souls. No, I played Dark Souls. Kenzo has played Dark Souls. Kenzo someday intends to go back and play Dark Souls. It's gonna be bad. Many controllers will be broken They will fall that day. I play Fall Guys to get away from stressing on Apex Legends. Fall Guys is a game of leisure and laughs. No, it's not. I disagree with that, but I'm still giving you an update. All right, I don't get how people can take a party game that seriously, or any game really. Not taking it seriously, but the game makes me mad. Why? You know a good therapist? Okay, here we go with the friggin' therapy talk. This is gonna become more prevalent later. I've gotten super mad at Among Us, not so much Fall Guys. You know, so I've never broken my keyboard or anything like that. Well, keep doing that. Come on, if you're older than 11, did this over Fall Guys, really honestly touch a lot of grass? Like, you asking me if I go outside? Yes. A touch of the grass while playing Fall Guys helps with raging goes well. You know what? I'm gonna start giving people some awards. All right, I gave old Willy Wonka 84 an award because that comment's funny. Good job. Yeah, it speaks more about their maturity. You know, I'm actually, you know, no one's gonna believe me. It doesn't matter what I say, but I'm fairly mature. But yeah, I mean, I guess we were talking about in that moment of I'm smashing your controller over Fall Guys. Am I mature? No. So let's make you do this now. I need to see your controller after random squads. See, random squads don't piss me off really that. I mean, sometimes I get kind of like annoyed, but I mean, not really a thing. Reduced to atoms, I'm sure. You can't see it anymore. He was so mad he accidentally erased the atoms from existence, breaking every law of science and creating a vacuum to suck each and every piece of matter into existence. To shreds, you say? You're getting an award for that one. All right, I gave that person a bless up award for Fat Man 404. Damn it. That's pretty funny though. Let me run and get my phone to take a picture of the controller. I'll just try to get some karma after I've carefully arranged all the pieces on the table for the shot. You know what I almost did? Oh, I almost want to reply to this. But anyway, you know what I almost did after I destroyed it? I was picking up the pieces. What I wanted to do was like arrange it on the table like a like an accident crash recreation where all the pieces are like super carefully like meticulously arranged. And then I was like, I don't feel like doing all that. Let's see. You should not try Rocket League. I have played Rocket League like twice. I didn't really care for it. That's embarrassing for you. Yep, and he's posting his anger issues for clout. I guess he wants to promo for his trash YouTube channel. I do, yeah. Come give me an upvote or something. Damn. Let's see here. If you get that upset over a game, especially Fall Guys of all games, you really need anger management. I like this comment. This comment's been stuck in my head for a few days. Literal child energy. Here, I want to give you an award too. All right, I gave you a Faith in Humanity Restored award. Even as a child, I wouldn't do this or I wouldn't have had video games. See, when I was a kid, I broke, I can only remember breaking one controller. and again, this is a game that you wouldn't think would make people mad, but I got mad at a game called Balls. In fact, I'm gonna put it on the screen real quick so you can see what the hell this game is. But I played it on the Sega channel, and you know, you can see it's a 3D fighter game where your characters are made of literal balls. And oh my god, this game made me so freaking mad. Like, I remember putting the controller between like my feet and pulling up on the cord as hard as I can till it ripped out of the controller. And I tried to fix it, but I didn't know how. So anyway, yeah, I got mad at a game called Balls. That's the story of my life, I guess. Bro, you take it too serious. Gaming should be about relaxing and having fun, right? You don't smash the board when you're playing board games, right? Right? I put on here. So here's the thing. Look how many downvotes I got. Oh my god. I'm just getting annihilated. Grow up. This shit is cringe. Really hope you're not older than 6 years old. I'm considerably older than 6. That was, according to his common history, he's in his 40s. That is accurate. Being 6 or worse, anger issues at such an age. See, like, this is where, you know, I'm getting painted in this light like I'm some kind of like raging psychopath or something. But I guess, you know, when the only thing anyone has to look at is like me posting breaking a controller, yeah, I guess I'm a rage monster. Let's see. If it helped, whenever I get inferior or sad at this game, I would just repeat to myself, it's just a jelly bean game for kids. It's just a jelly bean game for kids. It makes me silly for feeling too much. Oh man, that is, you're getting an award. All right. So there's your award. Gave Golden 5656 a table slap award. That's a funny comment. Bro, I thought I got mad at this game. Well, you thought wrong. Yo, calm down. It's a game. No, it's not. The most I've ever done with a controller is drop it in frustration from sitting on the floor, slide it across the carpet. That was back when I was like 11. OP, you need to calm the fuck down. Probably. Really sad. This could be the remake of those old commercials. Instead of a fried egg, they can use this picture and say, this is your brain on drugs. Weird. That's a weird correlation, but okay. Absolutely maidenless behavior. Now, that I commented on. I understood that reference. They're talking about, crap. Whatever that last Souls game was. If you're older than 12, then my guy, you need to understand how to value your possessions. If you're older than 15, you sure you know this by now, because this is some immature shit. If I saw my kid do this, I'd either tell him to buy his own controller or just ban video games altogether, because there's a bigger issue at hand. I do buy my own controllers. I bought this controller. What do you want from me? I buy all my stuff. My bro ran his controller through with a sword due to God of War, the hardest setting. You're a whole new level beyond. I'm a whole new level, and your dude ran his controller with a sword. Did you do it? Well, damn, does Fall Guys have a section in their user agreement saying not responsible for damaged devices due to rages involving this game? If not, they should send you a new controller. Would they? If I sent in that claim? Or anger management class could help. I like your first part better. Pretty sure if this much of a spoiled brat, he probably sees nothing wrong with it. Am I spoiled? I don't know. I don't think so, because I buy all my own stuff and I work hard for the things that, I mean, the money that I make. So if I'm sourcing my own stuff, am I spoiled? I guess you can spoil yourself. So yeah, maybe you're right. My guy. Is that a New York thing? Like an East Coast thing? When people say my guy, I've been hearing that a lot more in the past few years. My guy. My guy. You're not getting the reactions you hope for your stage photo. I mean your photo. Stage photo? Man, that wasn't the stage. I broke the shit out of that controller. If I had to use a controller in 2002 that relied on 2 AA batteries, I'd have anger issues too. See, I don't understand this comment, because like this brand new controller, because I have an Xbox Series X up there, the new one, like it's the same controller. So like, I don't know. I don't understand that comment. Like, are there other controllers that don't have battery? I mean, I know PlayStation and like the Nintendo Switch don't have batteries, but like, you know, that's the weirdest comment on here. I think out of everything I've seen in this thread so far, that's the weirdest one. I don't understand that comment. I'm usually very collected when I play games. Sometimes I get immense adrenaline surges that make me too shaky to press the right buttons and feel like passing out afterwards, but that's about it. A few days ago, however, for whatever reason, I just screamed when anything happened. I don't know why. And it was only that evening. I simply couldn't be quiet. Even if I tried really hard, if I fell, I'd still yelp out an arbitrary noise. See, like that was me, but instead of like yelling or whatever they're talking about, I broke a controller, man. You are 40 years old. You need to stop and go outside, seek therapy. So like, okay, I've thought about this, because there's a lot of comments here that talk about, you know, seek therapy or get help or whatever. So I'm wondering, let's just talk this through for a second. So I go to a therapist, and there I am. And they're like, okay, what do you want to talk about? And I'm like, all right, so a few weeks ago or days or whenever I would do this, I got really mad at this video game called Fall Guys, and I broke a controller. Therapist's like, okay, like, do you frequently feel angry? No. Do you break other things? No. Do you hurt other people? No. Have you hurt anyone in the past? I've hurt people's feelings, but no, I've never like physically hurt anyone. Like, are you upset all the time? I mean, I have emotions like anyone else. Do I get upset at certain things? Of course I do. I'm a human being, you know? So then they're like, so why are you here? It's like, well, the internet sent me here. They said I needed help because I have anger issues. They're like, yeah. Now, maybe they'll keep asking questions to get down to some root cause and then like uncover all these things. And I'm like, oh man, I do have problems. Play on a PC. There's much more things to smash, or there are more things to smash. No, hell no. I mean, I play on a PC, but hell no, I'm not smashing my computer. What are you, nuts? Holy fuck, please talk through a therapist. Many people would be scared to witness this kind of anger. If there's someone that is that upset over a controller being smashed, man, you ain't live life, man. You tell me to go outside, you gotta go outside. Clearly you've never had an anger issues. I mean, I did years ago, but damn, that's what therapy is for. Still, I've never stupid like broke my own shit. That's idiotic. But what did you break? I don't understand. Have you considered not acting like a child? No. Imagine breaking an $80 controller over a children's game. Dude, are these controllers really $80? Yeah, not them. I guess brand new, they are $80. Jeez, I don't remember paying that much. So I thought I only paid like $50 for these things. What if? I've raged over my fair share of games over the years, but never anything as casual as Fall Guys. See, that's the thing. I play a lot of games. Hell, look at my YouTube channel. I play a lot of freaking games, and only Fall Guys seems to do this to me. I don't know what it is about this game. I've banged my controller a few times when I got mad, but when I realized doing that gave it controller drift, I didn't do it again. Also, when I was going through some other shit, it wasn't really the game that I was angry at, just life in general. You know, maybe that's what it was, and maybe it's not Fall Guys I'm mad at. Maybe like there's something else going on in those times that I do get mad at Fall Guys. And like, what's this person saying? Has absolutely nothing to do with Fall Guys. I'm just like upset at something else. So I don't know. God damn, dude, does the TV look worse? Dad always told me if someone hits me back, hit them twice as hard. I've never broken a monitor before. I mean, I accidentally broke one because it fell over, and then that made me mad. So then I proceeded to smash it because it was already broken. But I didn't like break it. You know, I've seen those videos on YouTube. People get mad and they punch their monitors and shit. I don't do that, man, because these freaking monitors are stupid expensive, dude. Oh, this is why I heard a crash noise 5 hours ago. It was loud. I wondered because my neighbors just right over there, like across the way, like our places are really close together. And when I'm smashing the shit out of that controller, I had a thought. I'm like, man, I like wonder if my neighbor heard me. I can see her outside watering her plants, and she hears me going, ah, just smashing the shit out of this controller, and she's, what the fuck is happening over there? All in all, it's just a game. Take a breather. Go ever break away from games. Do something else besides gaming. Go learn something else. Pick up a skill. When you're ready, come back to gaming, but not this game. A game you would enjoy. You know, that's actually really good advice. I mean, you should definitely seek anger management therapy. And I don't mean it in a condescending manner, but I genuinely believe you should. That reminds me, actually, hang on. Let me show you something. Okay, so check this out. So I woke up to this, I think the next morning after I made the post. And I guess I've never really noticed this before, but I guess you can report posts in a way where you're like, oh, this person's having some kind of issue or whatever. And so there's this Reddit care resources where, you know, hey, a concerned Reddit reached out to you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that's a little silly over me breaking a controller. However, I do want to talk about this just for a second. I think this is really, really cool that this exists because I didn't know this was a thing. And there are people that I've seen on the internet, you know, not just Reddit, but it's all over the place that, you know, you can tell they're really going through something. And it's good to know that there are, you know, avenues that you can send to someone and say, hey man, like if, or, you know, hey you, you know, if you're having some kind of issue, here's the resources, because there are resources out there to help people. And I think it's cool that this is available on Reddit. And I think this is a wonderful resource. I mean, do I need it over breaking a controller over Fall Guys? No. But mental health is a real thing. It's really important that you take care of your mental health. And I mean, frankly, if you're ever feeling any kind of certain way, you're having dark thoughts, you know, you're just whatever, right? I don't want to get super deep into this, but you know, there's resources out there. Reach out to someone, anyone, friend, family, coworker, anyone that'll listen to you. I mean, hey, you use this resource. You know, there's things out there that'll help you. So anyway, let's go back to me getting absolutely destroyed. OP clearly has mental health issues. Imagine telling someone with anger issues to just grow up or not be a child. Definitely needs therapy. And like, seriously, is breaking stuff in rage even acceptable as a child or toddler tantrum? Maybe. Yes, it's not acceptable above a toddler. Hence, grow up. Not everything has to be mental health issues. They're showing off that they've smashed their controller. I did do that. More than likely, it'll be a teenager that won't have to pay for the controller because their parents will just replace it with little consequences. I guess I'll updo you. Or it's a 40-year-old man that has to buy his own shit, and I had to buy another controller. You know what I relate that to is like a speeding ticket. You know, I had a moment, I did something silly, I had to buy a new controller. Hey, you know, there's financial consequences, right? Although I've never ever broken a piece of hardware or software with my rage, this game and Smash for Wii U at that time way back got me very close to smashing my screen, especially because I'm noob and have a disability in my left hand, making it even harder to get good and own, making me own it, mostly making me furious. Man, I hope to not break more controllers and wish you a lot of wins and fun. Actually, I'm good at Fall Guys, though. Thought this sub was sub a multiverse. Oh, okay. I'm gonna give you an upvote because you talked about your disability and you were nice. All right, so I gave Lunatics or an award, a I'd like to thank award. I like your post. In fact, I'm gonna comment on this. Hang on. All right, so I comment on it. That is a nice post. I like this person. That was a nice post. All right, moving on. This motherfucker right here. Look at this. Look at this son of a bitch. Look at it. Are you looking at it? I'm looking at it. I have broken controllers always laying around. When I rage, I throw that one. That's a genius move. I actually never thought about that. If you get this mad over Fall Guys, I don't want to see you playing a first-person shooter game. See, first-person shooters don't really piss me off. Hell, I used to play Counter-Strike like damn near competitively back in the day. Never really got mad at that game. I used to be a beast at Team Fortress Classic and Team Fortress 2. Never really got too mad at those games. No, that's a lie. I can think of one time. One time I got mad at Team Fortress Classic. I just remembered this. I was playing as a sniper and I had one of those old Microsoft, I think they were called Microsoft Intel Lead mouses. They were the first laser mouse. I'll put a photo on the screen to show you what it looked like. And my left button was going out on this thing, and the sniper worked in Team Fortress Classic. You held the button down to charge your shot. Well, what would happen is, because the button wasn't working, it would let go. So I would shoot when I didn't want to. And this had been happening like off and on for like weeks and weeks. And finally, I missed a shot that I really wanted to kill this one dude that was in the game, like talking mad smack in the chat. And I got so mad, I like ripped all the buttons off the mouse and I ripped the cable out. I mean, kids play any game if their parents let them. Some non-gamers, or those who say they grew out of a game, will say all video games are for kids. Been gaming since I was like 4 years old on Atari, ColecoVision. Super Nintendo came out 3 weeks before I turned 12. Hope to die with a controller in my hands. Yeah, it sounds like we're about the same age, because I think I was like, I want to say I was like maybe 11 or 10 when the Super Nintendo came out. So my first console was the Nintendo, so that's what I started my gaming with. And yeah, I mean, I'm gonna play games up until the point that I can't no more. Oh man, I thought it was bad when I would scream and cuss at the screen for a minute. I take it back. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I'd get mad at games, and I would like smack my TV like this. I'd go I'd hit the screen. It was those big old box TVs, those big square ones that had the thick glass on the front. So I'd sit there and I'd smack the screen. It's so stupid. I don't know why I would do that. No, I never damaged the TV, but you know, hey, I rage at the game a lot, but it's almost entirely yelling and cursing, and nothing more physical than a moderate smack on my own thighs. I scream, "Oh, come on! Oh, come on!" This is the most frightening thing I've seen today, because either this dude has frightening anger issues over a cutesy, chaotic jelly bean race, and I started to think about the violence that could result from him being cut off in traffic or rejected romantically, or he's actually thinks faking violent rage over a cutesy, chaotic jelly bean race game makes him look cool. Sure, I've been awake for about 20 minutes, so there's still time, but still, ick. I think if that's the word, if a bitch of a broken controller is the most frightening thing you've seen, I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess, to be fair, they said the frightening thing today, asterisk, so fair enough. Those who live in third world countries like me, that we can never once in our life do this to our controllers. You know, that, I mean, I'm not sure if they're trying to be funny or not, but that's actually a fair point, because, you know, I do, you know, live in America, and it's a, you know, free country. And, yeah, I do have the luxury where I can do stuff like this, and there's no consequences. I break your controller, I freaking buy a new one. I mean, that's it. Grow up. You grow up. Save the money and get some therapy. Why don't you save the money and get some spelling therapy? Shut up. Stop playing video games altogether and go see a therapist, and maybe like a gym. Not saying you're fat or physically unhealthy. Or find a different hobby to like channel that frustration and shit. Dude, are you playing Fall Guys? Was it really that serious? Is the game really this competitive? Yes. This is the comment that made me laugh. I still think about this comment. That's a gold medal level break though. Maximum damage. So at least you got satisfaction from that. Burn the pieces for total closer. Okay. You're giving an award. Or you're getting an award. I don't know which one to give you, but oh, I'm giving you one. All right. I gave this dude the I'm Deceased award for Mo's dude? Mo's dud. because that's the funniest comment in this entire thing. That's the best one. And why did they downvote the homie, man? Look, they downvoted this dude 19 times. Why would you downvote him? So I come back, best comment though. Now watch, here comes someone like talking good. No, good commerce are the ones recommending finding yourself some help. Most people don't realize how much stress they internalize as normal and how debilitating it literally can be on long-term health. Stress and anger literally diminish quality of life and it's compounding. I agree with that comment. That's actually a very fair thing to say. I don't know about getting help over breaking a single controller, but that person is correct, because if you are a person that internalize anger, and look, and I struggled with that for years, and it really does fuck you up. It builds and builds and builds. And I don't mean like it builds and builds and builds and you break a controller. I mean it builds and builds and builds in the much worse behaviors usually. So anyway, that's how I broke a controller playing Fall Guys and made a post about it on the internet, and I got absolutely shredded in this thread. I got absolutely annihilated. Like, people got really mad at me for breaking this controller. And the thing about the internet is this, the thing that makes me laugh is, nobody knows me from a hole in the ground. But the problem with the internet is they see one little thing that I post, like, oh, I got mad, broke a controller. So ergo, that means that I'm mentally unstable. I'm a rage monster. I need to get help. I need therapy. So all these things are like now overlaid on me. There was a comment somewhere on there, and I didn't see it this time, so it must have got deleted, but someone made a comment about, they like went through my post history, and it was something like, this person has post after post after post about Transformers. They have like forever alone energy or something. In fact, hang on. I'm gonna show you something. Hang on. Yeah, so I do have a lot of Transformers. That is a accurate assessment by that person. I don't know about the forever single or forever alone or whatever comment that was. I mean, yeah, maybe. I'm a single at the moment. That's by choice, not because I collect Transformers. But okay, I do have a big collection. Yes, that is accurate. But I do like my Transformers. It's a thing that I enjoy. It's a hobby. There's many other people that are into this kind of stuff like me. I don't necessarily care what some rando on the internet thinks about my hobby of collecting plastic action figures. That's a Megazord. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, I have a lot of Transformers. I love my collection, my hobby. It's something that I enjoy. As far as, am I some angry psychopathic rage monster? No. I mean, I don't really get mad that often. Did I get angry and break a controller? Fuck yes, I did. I broke the shit out of that controller. Did it feel good? Fuck yes, it did. Do I regret doing it? No, I don't. I'd probably do it again if I had to do it all over again. Yeah, controllers are expensive. I mean, these freaking things aren't cheap, but look, it's a fucking controller, right? If I was out there like getting into fist fights or like hurting people or like, having some unhealthy relationship or whatever, yeah, completely agree. I need, therapy. Breaking a controller for the first time in like 2 years because I got mad at a pain game is, yeah, it happened, but whatever. Sometimes you just get mad and sometimes you need an outlet. My outlet was smashing that controller. I'm still finding pieces of it all over my room. That's the part I think that's the most irritating. I'm still finding fucking pieces of that controller. So anyway, I just thought this would be something kind of fun and different to do. I've never really had anything like that on the internet blow up like that before. Not like that anyway, not like where people are coming at me. So I thought it was interesting, So I guess I'm done with this video. But for real though, if you do have, issues, if you're feeling a certain kind of way, having dark thoughts, like there are resources out there for you. So please reach out to someone, just anyone. No, look me up on YouTube or on my YouTube channel. Throw me a comment. Like we can talk on Discord or something. We can talk. I'm not a therapist, but I'll talk to you. That being said, I am gonna go and I will see you when I see you.